Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only Pastor L live in the synagogue. And I'd like to welcome everybody back to another installment of Triple the God Speak Song. Come on in, my sheep. Come on in, my children. Come on in. Come on in. Be sure to leave that money for the building fund on your way in. Come on in. Come on in. Got a special sermon for y'all, man. The one and the only, the Triple the G.O.D. I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the God Speak Song. And yo, Kamen Rider XA episode number 45, Endless Game. Before we get started, and I know I'm going to do a little bit of this at the end, it's like, I remember when I started this journey, right? I'm like, I did a whole long 1 hour and a half review about my thoughts about Ghost and everything, and I figured, you know what I'm saying, because how I was feeling about it, and I felt that there was something that I could do to give myself some practice in reviewing and doing things and trying to keep a weekly schedule, even though it hasn't been that way all the time. Is I decided to sit down and watch this show and share my thoughts on it with everybody. People agree, people disagree, but that's not why I do it. I do it because it gives me a way to expand myself and expand my horizons about what it is that I do. And given the changing landscape that is where this is posted, is that, you know, you do what it is that you can do. And I want to say up front, and I will say this again, I want to thank everybody for the love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done gained lots of new people to come through. They come through and listen to the nonsense that I be on, because it's like, all I want to do is talk about something that I love to watch and have some fun with it. Because, you know, what is it without fun, you know what I'm saying? So, before we get to the business, there is one more little piece of business I got to handle. Hey, yo, fam, hey, this is a special one, doc. Let anybody who want to wander through, but make sure they put some money in the building fund, alright? Cool. So now that we got all that taken care of, again, Kamen Rider X8 episode 45, Endless Game. We have indeed made it to the end of this journey. Well, depending on how you wish to use the word end and journey, is, for right now, we have to bring this to a close so we can move on to Kamen Rider build. So how about we do that, alright? We start this episode, our final episode, where we left the last one. Parrot has made the ultimate sacrifice. This done put the squad in a bind because Emu can't use and Time Lord Dad is reveling in this technical victory he got in being a threat to the world, eliminating the threat that didn't make you a threat anymore, and now you a threat again, because he's sitting up like, yo, baby, internet, you know what is your favorite hero, Time Lord Dad? And yo, I'm about to deliver L's like I have never, ever dealt before in my existence as Time Lord Dad. Look, let me just be real. Let me be real for a minute, right? We'd have been on a ride, right? I'm like, I came through and I completely, utterly changed the game. Metaphorically and literally changed the game, right? And now here I am, standing triumphant over those who wish to try to get at me. And to y'all, it's simple. Y'all nothing. What you've done is nothing. And honestly, for real, just on real talk, y'all bugs in my game. And I'm going to take my alligators and I'm finna stomp on every single one of y'all. So, if this really is going to be how we end, you will indeed see battle end. Now come, be destroyed by God. The squad signs Emu. After hearing all this, they transform and they go to work. I'm like, you know what happens. Time Lord Dad delivers the mails. And you want to know how he delivers the mails? In classic Time Lord Dad fashion. It's like, it ain't even no pretense to this L he delivers. He just hits pause. He just hit pause and then he just walked through, hit unpause, and just boom, home, just rider scattered everywhere. And I'm just like, I'm like, I understand that there's a lot that we gotta do in 20-some minutes, but Time Lord Dad ain't playing no games. He set up her pause, walk through, unpause, everybody get scattered though. I'm like, they set up her like, yo, we ain't gonna, like the squad, like, yo, we ain't gonna take this though, we gotta hold it down. They set up her like, they get their resolve up, like, yo, we doing this whatever for what we doing it for us, the people, our patients, whatever it is we gotta do, we gotta whoop this fool. So they stand up and do one more time, and like they try to go at Time Lord Dad doing what Time Lord Dad do, and why I love to be some Time Lord Dad delivering more of these L's. Take these L's, please take these L's. I'm begging you. You want to come and get me? I'm begging you to take these L's, because it's what you truly want to do is take an L. Whole squad take an L, dog. It's like whole squad get knocked out. Kuroto then used to continue dash at those scatter all over the place, and it's like they sitting up like, oh man, we knocked out. Emu been standing here the whole time watching his homies get whooped. Watching the homies get curb stomped. Throwback Seth Rollins gets curb stomped. Know what I mean? Emu like, I don't even care. Emu untransformed rushes Time Lord Dad, and Time Lord Dad is hearing none of this. I'm Time Lord Dad. Time Lord Dad puts in work. Sits up her, Emu trying to throw a punch that actually lands. Time Lord Dad is like, whatever. Fuck him in the head. Well, that's not what actually happened, but in my version of things, Time Lord Dad just flicked him in the head really hard, and he just like flew into a wall and like hit the wall and like broke his spine or something. That would be cool, but he tried to throw some punches. Time Lord Dad sitting up here just hitting him with the okie doke. You hear me? Just whoop whoop whoop, just dodging, and then this Time Lord Dad just punching one good time. It's like, ugh. He's like, wow, ugh. Takes this L. Time Lord Dad in rare form. I'm like, yo, if this the final episode, Time Lord Dad is in rare form, delivering L's. Time Lord Dad sits up here and proceeds to tell Emu, number one, yo fam, that was stupid. Like, you thought you could run up to me, no powers, and think you could come get at your boy Time Lord Dad. You was wrong. So you took this L. And let me remind you of something else. Since I sit up here and I've got the floor and your undivided attention, your gal and your Buckster twin took an L for no reason. Cause I'm still standing right here, ain't I? They sat up here. We gon' scatter viruses. We gon' do what we can as Buckstars. I'm Time Lord Dad, baby. Nothing lost from them, dog. They dead. No, nothing they did is important. It don't matter. I don't care. I'm Time Lord Dad. So this is what's gonna happen. You finna continue to take these L's until I feel like not delivering L's to you anymore. The answer is I will never not feel like delivering an L to you. Never. You know what I'm saying? So I ask, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with Time Lord Dad? Emu, after he done took this L, he scrambled up to his feet. You mean to tell me you don't get to tell me that they lives were worth nothing? I don't care what it take. I'm going to deliver upon you the ultimate of L's. Just watch me. Y'all heard this fool? Yo, internet. Y'all heard this fool? Yo, this fool say he gonna whoop me, dog. I'm Time Lord Dad. This fool like no powers, no nothing. Because of your dead friends, you gonna whoop me. You gonna whoop me. Like, are you serious right now? Like, swear to God on Hood, is you serious? For real. You know what? Remember that thing I said a couple of minutes ago where I said I would deal L's upon you forever? See, now you've aggravated me so much. I don't even want to deal with none of y'all. See, I'm not going to make the mistake that other villains make, that when you have the opportunity to eliminate those in your past who sit up here and want to impede the progress. I'm just going to kill you now. See, if I kill you now, splatter you all over the pavement, I will be Time Lord Dad for now and forever, and I ain't gotta deal with this. So, this is what's going to happen. Step 1. L time. So, I've activated L time now. It's dark. Nice and dark. I've activated nice and L time. See now, because I want to make this as dramatic as possible. See, I'm going to walk up to you very slowly, and I'm going to pull out my sword. And then when I get over there to you, I'm going to slice your head smooth off. And then I'm going to finish your homeboys. And I'm going to hold your head in my other hand while I slash your homeboys. And even my own ignorant punk ass son. Slice you all. Straight up slice you, shoot you. It's dog time, all you fools. So, one more thing before I kill you. One more thing. I control all lives. And yours are no longer worth anything. Hojo Emu, disappear. Don't. What? Don't talk about other people's lives! Rah! Wow! It was seen that Emu had some resonating bug star power inside of him because he first called out the Time Lord Dad, and Time Lord Dad from the swing, and he stopped. Then Emu just sits up here and hits him with a straight right in the bugle visor. And I don't mean as a euphemism for hitting somebody in the nut. No, I mean he really legitimately hits him in the bugle visor with all his Hojo Emu Mr. L strength. Punch him with a straight, like, boom. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I knew they was going to have to do something. But I don't believe that was the something that they did. And this not Time Lord Dad clear across the room. This also stops L time. And Time Lord Dad sitting there like, yo, how could this happen to me? Please don't hurt me, sir. I didn't mean to kill all your homies. Now you want to grovel? Shame. See, the tables have turned, darkness. The tables have turned. Now, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna whoop your ass. And you gonna take the ultimate L. Do I hear any disagreements? Please, man. You ain't gotta do this, man. Squad roll up like, I'm down with you, family, forever. I gotta do what I gotta do, man, because I am a boss. There's nothing that will escape me. I will exercise all Bucksters. Mighty Action X, Buxer Bike, Bong Bong Shooting, Title Question. And then it's party time. Party time. And you know what happens during party time? Time Lord Dad, while putting up a halfway valiant fight in this technically at some point after they get him on the ropes, Kuroto Dan uses a stall continue and rider kicks out of his warp pipe. So there's 5-on-1. And then they get him down. Mighty critical strike. And Time Lord Dad and Mr. L go up for one final rider kick, and they spin all the way around and stuff. And he comes straight through him. Game clear. Hey, hold on for a moment, internet. And I'm back, internet. What am I trying to say? Here is a tip for me to you, right? Don't start recording something and then forget you got French toasted sticks in the oven, because then when you start smelling them like they about to burn, not a good look. Not a good look at all. But where are we? Oh, Time Lord Dad just got rider kicked really hard, took massive L's before the rider kick, talked a whole bunch of smack, but then still got rider kicked and finished because this is the final episode. So, Time Lord Dad is laying in the middle of this square or whatever, just sitting there like, please, man. Hey, man, I got a family, man. I don't mean no harm, man. I'm just Time Lord Dad. Hey, man. Hey, we can work something out, man. I know we can. Man, shut up, old man. Look. I was the greatest. And then I got killed. And then I came back. And then you came back. It's weird, but look. Your dreams ain't nothing, old man. And I'm going to stomp you out. We've both disgraced our name. But I'm going to do better than you. Hold that L, punk. You know what, man? Yo, ignorant son got a point, though. But see, your fate isn't for me to judge. The doctor police, they going to come arrest you, and then they going to figure out what to do with you. I will give you one chance. One last chance. One. To repent for your sins. That just tell us you didn't mean it. Just tell us, I got bested. Things happen. My bad. We can move on. We can move forward. Your ass still going to jail. But you can at least show some ounce of dignity in defeat. Alright? Shut up! I'm Time Lord Dad, and I ain't bow down to nobody. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't nothing. Them dead people ain't nothing. I kill them all again, cause I run this. I run this hood. And you wanna know what now? Wanna know what? See, I was gonna do you the favor before y'all came over talking all this smack about bringing all your homies back. Now, I ain't doing nothing. I'm Time Lord Dad, punk. This ain't over. This ain't over. Time Lord Dad proceeds to, give his swan song by talking a whole bunch of smack about how he ain't gonna bring back his homie. He sticks the Kamen Rider Chronicle gas jet straight in his chest and then poofs into digital nothing. So, after all the worship I've given Time Lord Dad, he committed seppuku on himself. Well, that would be a harakiri. Wait, that's Mortal Kombat. Deception? Nah. Yeah, Deadly Alliance Deception, because that's the one with Shujinko. Everybody hates him. Everybody hates Shujinko. Or something, but I don't know why I went there, but it's over now. Time Lord Dad technically defeated himself by competing seppuku on himself. And now we on the roof. And then we're just like, it's over now, man. We didn't do everything we wanted to do, but at least the threat is past. And maybe we can try to move forward from this. It was seen that even though it seemed like he just talking out to the world, it was seen that Hanada's right behind him, and he just sits there and does nothing but says, man, hey, I remember when you was a little squirt, man, when I gave you that Wonder Swan, man. You've done good. You've done real good. I have to say, I am really, really proud of you and what you've done. You're a good kid, Hojo. You're a good kid. And we're like, I didn't do it by myself. I'm like, it took a lot of work, but I had my squad rolling with me, man. I had my equally better half with me. And I had a wonderful girl with me. And both my equally better half and that beautiful buster, they sacrificed themselves so that we could have a chance at victory. So it's kind of bittersweet, We got the job done and everything, but I miss my people. But life does go on, and I can't stay stuck in this mode forever. So it's gonna be hard to move on, but I can do it. You know what? You right, little man. It's plenty of work to do, man. That yo, you might have took out the source, but it's still some Buster viruses lying around, and we need a threat of defense to stop them. And that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you, little man. So you ready to put in this work? Yeah, but I do have a favor to ask because there's something I have to do first before we can move forward. If that's okay. All right, man. We can do that. All right, come on, man. Let's get off this roof, man. Let's get a little drafty up here. All right. Meanwhile, down in the CR, asshole dad is down there like, yo, he's sitting down there talking to asshole man, and down there talking to Bakaso bike man, and he's sitting up here like, yo, we sitting up here, we gonna cook some new work to fight the Buster virus, and we'll be working with Gim Corp to make this work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the thing is, I know I've been a clown most of this season, but yo, let me get a serious moment. The simple of it is this. The fate of the patients, the fate of the future in this world lies in all of you. You understand that, Kyria? Indeed. I understand. Son, I want to rap with you for a moment. What's up, Daddy? I got some good news for you, man. After everything Tiger's done, the doctor cop said, man, he can be a doctor again. And what he'll be doing is he'll be specializing in helping people with the game virus. Indeed, that's my dog right there, man. Me and him, we'd have been through some ups and downs. But someone who I blame for something that wasn't completely for his fault for us to get to where we are, I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him, and I'm proud to call him friend, and I'm proud to call him a member of this family, man. We catch up with Nico, who's hanging out with her friends, and it's like she done went back mostly to her old life, but she missed being a part of the action. She misses her friends, and more importantly, she misses her boo Tiger. I miss my baby. What you mean, girl? I'm like, he used to put it on me at night. He used to give me the good, the work. I'm like, he always bought me food, but never bought me sodas. He secretly told me behind the scenes they were unhealthy for me for a growing cutie like me. I just need to keep drinking water and not grow up to be big and strong for my Tiger Wiger. Did you just call him your Tiger Wiger? I did just call him my Tiger Wiger. He my boo thing, and I love him. And then I'm gonna graduate school, and we gonna get married, and then he gonna take care of me, and we gonna make babies, and we gonna be together forever, and forever. Girl, you crazy as hell. Why you say I'm crazy as hell? It's real simple, really. I'm like, you sit up here making all this Dota money, League of Legends. What else games actually pulling in money? I don't know, Counter-Strike, not Street Fighter. But you play video games. Like, you should play some more Tekken. I'm like, yo, I heard that game hella dumb. Like, you should play Jack 7. He like the easiest character in the game. That's just what I heard. I understand what you're saying, girl, but I'm broke as a joke now. You had billions of dollars. How you broke now? Well, I took that money and I bought a company. And then they zoom up to Gim Corp. So she sat up here and invested all her Dota money into Gim Corp. You know what? I understand legitimately story-wise why she would, but I don't really think her investing all her money is going to stop her from making more if she just keep winning every Tekken tournament every single week at all the weeklies and stuff. I'm just like, okay, this is the show. You do what you want to do, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We go to this interview hall, right? And Hanada's like, I would like to introduce to you the doctor in charge of the game virus, Dr. Hojo Emu. So Emu that got this. I'm assuming, and I assume that after I watched this, that this was the favor that he asked Hanada, was to simply go address the people and to be honest and tell them that in order to move forward, we got to do this. But he sits up here, man, and and like a man stands up there and delivers the straight heat. Like, look, like, we can't bring back the people who were lost by the game virus, but they aren't dead. They just appear that way because of how they interacted with the virus. You know what I'm saying? I need this opportunity to be honest about what really happened. Is that Bucksters, they have hearts just like us, even though they're data. They live like us, and all they want to do is play with us and be with us and be together with us. And so do everyone that was erased by this horrible, horrible virus. But the thing is, everyone that was erased, they exist in these. These are proto-gashats. This is the data where those lost to this virus and to the spread of Kamen Rider Chronicle, their data is here, and we know we can bring them back. But it's gonna take time. Some reporter dip in and ask, "Hey, doc, are data and live the same thing?" Look, my dude, like I said, man, every single day, medical science is evolving at a rapid and fast rate. 10 years ago, there were viruses out in the streets, man, that was killing folks like nothing. Now, 10 years later, a simple shot will make sure that don't affect you in any way. We will make this work. We owe the families who have lost something to this terrible and horrible disease some kind of peace of mind, some kind of peace of understanding that we're doing everything that we can to bring them loved ones back to them. And until that day comes, and beyond the day when they come back, we here at the Cyber Rescue Center will stand by all of those who have lost something and be there for anything that you need. And we will work our hardest, our damnedest, to make sure that we will bring those smiles back to you and bring peace once again. Emu then does something that even like right now that I appreciate a whole lot more in review, that he had the courage to stand up and sit up here and name every single last victim of this virus and give them an opportunity for their names to be heard, for their loss to be respected, and to let the families know that, yo, we working hard to do everything that we can to bring them back. I'm like, that was a courageous thing. And you want to know why for real? That shows how much growth Emu has had over this past year. The Hojo Emu that we met in episode 1, because I don't really want to technically say the episode, the Hojo Emu that we met in the movies or met at the end of Ghost. No, the Hojo Emu we met in episode 1 didn't have the courage that the Hojo Emu that was on that stage in episode 45 to look it straight in the face and be, look, this is what it is, this is what we gonna do, and we gonna do everything we can. You can't do nothing but respect character growth. You can't do anything but respect it. And this right here for Emu is like that. That's a Kevin overarching point we've talked about through the season, and I don't think that that it's kind of like worth the debate or trying to talk about here. But all these characters that we started out with are different characters now. You can't tell me Asshole Man is the same character he was in episode 1 and 2 that he was when this ended at 45. That dude went through ups and downs, and I clowned him up and down for what he did in the name of Saki. I clowned him. But he got over that. And it's like the show doesn't say, well, hey, you over it now. No, he sat up here and he was like, yo, my bad. Like, yo, I see it. I see what's going on. And then in that, he saw ultimately what Tiger had to give up because he was the first. And Tiger, too. All Tiger wanted to do was do the right thing, but he did the right thing so failed, like you didn't quite understand his character motivations until way too late. But that's the point. We didn't need to understand what Tiger was really on until it mattered. It took, and I will admit, it took Nico to bring that out of him, and it took all of those situations because you change when there's someone that you supposed to protect, when they life on the line and you know what you got to do, because it was hella courageous of him after all he been through was the hopping Kamen Rider Chronicle behind Nico and turning the Cronus and try to fight Time Lord Dad even in a losing effort. That's growth for you. I'm like Kiryu too. I'm like, yo, Kiryu came on the scene, did what he did, told his lies, did what he did. But under that, and what we ultimately saw, what Ibu saw in him initially, before even us, the fans, did, and for us to get to that, Kiryu's a good guy. He's a decent human being. It's just that all he knows is to lie, to cheat, to steal. Shall rest in peace. Eddie Guerrero got to put that out for the one time. That's all Kiryu knew. But having a friend like Imu brought him around. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thing that I predicted early on. It didn't happen the way it exactly happened when it came to the dichotomy of the relationship between Imu and Hero, and then Hero and Tiger, and then you got Kiryu over here. Is that all of them had their little character moments where them as a united front, whether what it was, helped them grow as people. And then I think that outside of that happened to them, that brought them back full circle, that made them the team that took down Time Lord Dad in that fight at the beginning of this episode. That's something you can straight be proud of. Because I could go into some 20-minute thing about explaining this now. It's that simple. These characters have been through the ring and back. They've risked it all. They've done it all. And now, they can sit up here and revel in this victory. And I just want to say, I've had a hell of a time watching. But we still got a little bit more of this sermon to go. Because our credits are rolling. It was seen that Bergamot Daddy is the new president of Gift Corp, appointed by the majority shareholder, that being Nico, because she invested all her Dota bread. So now she took all her Dota bread and turned it into a game company. And it seems that he'll be working alongside Bakuso Bike Man to help get those vaccines out for each of those viruses so that we can wipe out the game virus once and for all. Tiger set up his new shop where his old shop was, specializing in the game virus, and he's just about to go do a game. He was just about to go do a surgery, and Nico shows up, and because they said that Tiger put in the paper he was looking for an assistant. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they go back and forth for a while. But I will say this too, and I should have said this when I was talking about characters and stuff like that. I may have, and honestly for real, just for spoof, made fun of the relationship between Nico and Tiger and played it up to like umpteenth degree that I know you guys had fun, because I had fun doing Nico voice. Ay baby, you know I love you. I love doing it. It's fun. But it's good to see the characters interact with this way. And like I said, I didn't see it, ending like this. Like, I thought they was gonna run away together somewhere. Not for real. I didn't really think that, but I'm glad to see that relationship has been brought to some fruitful union between the two of them. It's like maybe it's just plainly platonic. It's just a relationship between doctor and patient, but it's a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than that, and it's good to see that it was because of Nico that Tiger grew up. You know what I'm saying? It's like Tiger was older than everybody else, but it's never too late. It's never too late to learn a real lesson and to grow up as a man or as anybody. Because you don't want to say grow up as a man or woman now, because people get weird about that. But for real, Nico being in Tiger's life helped him to grow up and to be a better man than he would have never been without her existence. And even though like I had my thoughts about Nico way back when, I understand now what her point was as a character. And even though that a lot of it is attached to Tiger, she got enough of her own moments to be her own character and to do her own thing. And I appreciate that the show gave her the time to do that. I'm like, asshole man sitting up here like, yo, I'm going back to, cutting things surgery. It was saying that this whole season, him cutting at sweets and then eating them has been practiced for him for doing the best at surgery. So in order to be the best surgeon in the world, just cut at like different types of cakes and stuff like that, and you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and he's sitting up here and he technically like passed this information to two interns without passing it to them, because he told them a whole different lesson that y'all need to chill, relax, go and do your thing. And he sitting up here like, is that how you do it? By sitting up here cutting that cream puff and cutting the cake? Alrighty, we gonna do what it do, man. I'm like, and he sits up here after they leave and he look at this picture of Saki. I'm gonna bring your smile back, and I'll bring you back. It's like, I just want to just put a pause right here real quick, because I need to say this. I don't really know if, even at this point, how much the loss of Saki affected Hiro at points in the story. That the way you saw it in the story is that Hiro treated Saki like garbage, and she stood there and he took it, and it wasn't until he was about to lose her that he learned to appreciate things. But you don't know what you got until it's gone. That's the truth, and that's a lesson we all learn. You don't know what you got until you ain't got it no more. And now that he ain't got it, he betrayed his friends, learned a lesson, understood that there's a way to do things. Is that I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me that in all these little movies or whatever they find because ultimately they gonna find a way to bring everybody back, because that's the way that the show should close, right? Like, it should be time, and then like at the end of, because they're going to do some V cinemas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do for Kamen Rider now. Is one of those movies need to be about wrapping this up and just saying, look, it's been some time. We found the way to cure everybody of the virus. We brought everybody back then. I don't know if it's going to be just so cookie cutter like that, but you think that the overarching plot of this man lost somebody he allegedly cared about, and I say allegedly because again, we saw that until she lost her life and got absorbed by Graphito, is he didn't treat her so well. He didn't treat her like she deserved to be treated, and she took a lot off of him. So it'll be interesting to see that if they do play up that dynamic later in the V cinema or something like that, to see that interaction between the two of them, to see exactly how they handle that. Our boy Emu, he just sitting up here handling some doctor work, and he walk out the door, man, I gotta go to the CR, I gotta handle my business. He sits up here and he hears a voice that he's heard before. He run up the stairs, and it's G.O.D Don over at the machine, and guess who's back? Poppy's back! Like, for real, Poppy's back, like, G.O.D Don is over there playing Don't Make Me If I Beat Right, and it's like Poppy's back, and it's like, Emma was like, this ain't real. She jumped off the screen. It's real, boy. I'm back. All for you. I know you miss me, daddy. I know you miss me. Yeah, I did, girl. I thought you was gone forever. G.O.D Don explains that when Poppy sacrificed herself and it was all those little, candy rainbows and all that, he absorbed a piece of the virus that she was and cultivated it inside himself, and then was able to, over time bring her back. Similar to what Emu did with Parrot when we thought he lost the first time. It would seem, however, Emu did the thing again when Parrot disappeared and he grabbed onto him, and then something started happening, and then he bust out and Parrot bust out, and it's like Bo Poppy and Parrot is back. Now, the thing right here is, I don't know if it was better if they would have stayed dead or not. You know, I'm like, because remember when Bakuso Bike Man bit it, and it was a big deal because the show made it a big deal that Kiryu went all this time, and then he got rider kicked by original First Lord God and got done in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we talked about this a little bit yesterday when I did the Hyper Battle DVD about Laser and stuff like that, about how that movie was really full circle about Kiryu the character to get him to the point that when he came back, I don't know if bringing back Parrot and Poppy was the thing to do. I understand why they did it, and they had a perfectly good explanation for how it was possible within the show without it being some mega far-fetched thing that makes zero sense. But I'm down with it. I'm like, Parrot and Poppy, like I said, like, they're characters that grew on me, characters that I enjoy, and it's like, it's good to know that they're gonna be around. So it's like, even though I sit up here and I kind of shook my head at it for like half a second, I understand why you do that and why that's good for the plot and why that's important for character development and character growth. So it's all good with that. And then they sit up here and they reveling in the happiness, and Emu and Parrot on the floor, and Poppy just simply says, "I am you, and you are me," and they help each other out like, yo, fam, you got my back. I always got your back, brother. Let's do this work. Indeed, pound it up. Bow. The phone ring, and Poppy like, yo, that's an emergency call. And we go over there and pick up the phone, and they simply say on the screen, the game is forever. And they just slowly fade away. But then, a couple moments later, they back on the screen like, yo, Kuroto Don then built a new Gashacto Kamen Rider built. Now, the thing is that they precede this Gashat by showing the trailer for Kamen Rider Build, and because, spoilers, I'm going to be reviewing that show too, we won't go too much into the trailer. I will say simply this, and I've said this once or twice, I like what I see. Sento Kiryu, I'm like, I kind of like that dude swag, and I'm like, as long as he got a good cast around him, and they got some good compelling stories to tell, dude gonna be alright. Dude gonna be fine. But I do wonder they gonna really make a for real Gashat, like a real Gashat for him, like for the other riders that they did and some other side stuff that they had did with Kuroto after the Dr. Pokemon movie. So so there's that. However, even though I talked about it vaguely a little bit, is they got 3V cinemas coming out, like a trilogy coming out like sometime in 2018, like at the end of March, coming out every other week. It's gonna be a asshole man crawl on duty black cop joint, a Parrot with Poppy, and it's gonna be Gim versus Bakuso Bike Man, and it's called the XA trilogy, another ending. Now, the thing that I didn't quite understand is that I don't quite understand how true ending works, because things happen differently in there than they do here. So I'm not really sure, are they really gonna try to play off the movie ending, or are they gonna play off the TV show ending? Because video game endings can get crazy, and if you've played enough video games, if you don't do this one thing, then you're locked out of everything else. Final Fantasy X-2, stupid chocobo eater. But anyway, look, listen. I want to say this on the back of this. I said this on the front, and I'm going to say this on the back. Thank you all. Thank you for riding this ride with me. And we got Bill coming, y'all. I want to thank y'all for real. It's for real. It's I said this at the beginning, man. This right here for me is lyrical exercise. we getting ready to do big things over here. And I'm like, and that's why you see so many reviews about so many different shows, about so many different subjects, because this is something I should have done years ago. I didn't have my fingers in enough pies. Even though that I'm this person and I'm interested in this fighting game, but I like more than fighting games. I watch TV too. I absorb media. What is it that I'm feeling? And that's why I got into this. Like, a whole bunch of this stuff led into, like, I know a lot of people don't watch what I talk about wrestling every month, but that happened because of something having to do with me talking about my history with the fighting game community and stuff like that. And I'm sitting up here watching wrestling. Yo, I'm doing that. This was born out of simply, I wanted to sit up here and I wanted to talk about how I felt about Ghost and wanted it on wax. And it was like, yo, maybe if I just add this to the reviews that I'm doing every week, then, you know, we'll go ahead and let it pop like that. I'm like, I start popping off Ruby. I popped off Ruby Chibi, and My Little Pony as jokes. Not joke reviews, but it's like, what's the dumbest, and not saying it like this, but what's the dumbest thing I can get on a mic and dissect? What about Ruby? What about Ruby Chibi? What about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? I watch all of these things, and I love all of these things, but yo, throw reviews up there, like, just to get practice. Why you think me and the fam, we review Power every week? Why do you think we sit up here and we review Game of Thrones every week? Because when we were sitting up here popping out 4-hour videos, wasn't nobody watching them. So I had to take that information, dissect the numbers, understand that people want something about a single subject, give them an opportunity. If they interested in this, they can get in on this. And if they ain't interested in that, they don't have to watch that. But I want to have as much variety as possible. Things are changing. YouTube is changing. The way that we are going to continue doing business is going to change. And when we get to that point, I'm going to rap with y'all about that. It's like, this is the highest watch stuff on my channel when I review XA and to a less degree Sentai every week. Unless it's some trailer that get uploaded and just goes viral, this is the stuff that I do most. And I understand that there's been a couple of weeks where I faltered and wasn't able to get out the stuff in a timely manner. But life is life, and you do what you can. But I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I really, 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 really do. I'm like, really quickly, before I get up out of here, I want to shout out a couple of special people real quick, man. Hey, Ron Bomber, I see you, family. I see you. I'm like, yo, you the one that gave me the Elder L monocle and the monocle. Yeah, I got this big old John thing on my eye. Gave me the Elder L monocle. I took that and I combined it with some old stuff. And I became the leader of the synagogue, coming to you every week, delivering this heat to you. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, man, hollering at me, dog, on this stuff. So, man, I just want to show you some love, dog, for real talk. Knock-a-line, I see you, family. I'm like, for real talk, I'm gonna give you some love, for real, because you are one of the most important reasons why I make these videos every week, because I know you enjoy them. I enjoy sitting up here, acting a fool, being crazy and doing all that. But it brings me joy to know that you enjoy this nonsense that I do, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I appreciate that. So I know you'd have made it to the end of this, family. So, yo, from me to you, man, thank you for inspiring me to make sure that even though these may come out late sometimes, and even though they might not be quite what you want sometimes, knowing that you appreciate it, dog, and through this, you've earned my respect. And I appreciate that you love what I do over here, man. And I'm like, you've earned my respect. And I hope that through this stuff, and I've climbed you, that I've given you a lot of entertainment and equally so earned yours. And everybody else, man, because it's like, it ain't a lot of people that really come through for real, other than the two people that I named that come through on the videos every week like, yo, what's good? But I got plans, though. I got plans. Believe me, I do. I got plans, so trust me. It is what it is. Like I said, it's been one hell of a ride, y'all. Thank you, XA. Thank you for being an amazing show through and through. I'm like, some of my best moments are archived through these reviews on the internet that people can listen to. I clown. I'm like, I thank you for giving me the opportunity, the stage in which to act a fool. And I'm going to say the same thing with Q Ranger over, because all the dumb names I be giving, all the dumb character voices, my rewriting of the whole story to suit my comedic needs, I'm having a good damn time. And I want to thank y'all for
sitting up here and allowing me to, because I could do this because it's like for real. I watch this stuff back all the time randomly just to hear what's on my mind. And it's good to know that I'm not the only one that think this stuff is hilariously stupid. So to everybody who has watched any review and has appreciated its existence, thank you very much. I told y'all I was going to clear the table, dog. I was going to clear the table because when Bill hit, once that sub hit, we going in. We going in. No BS. We going in. So y'all best to be ready because Triple the G.O.D. and Kamen Rider build, best match. Indeed, you better know it. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks. So I'm, of course, the one and the only Pastor L, live in the synagogue. And as much as it pains me to say this, with that being said, game over.